Ah, 80 years, my friend. It's been a long road, and I've had my fair share of experiences along the way. Looking back, it feels like a lifetime. When I was younger, I didn't give much thought to how I'd reach this age, or what it would take to live long and healthy. I was more focused on the moment, on living life to the fullest, without thinking about the future. But now, as I'm older, I realize how important it is to reflect on the little things that make all the difference. It's not just the big events, the major life changes, or the milestone birthdays that define how long we live. It's the small, everyday choices we make. You see, I didn't know it back then, but those little things, the habits we form, actually play a huge role in whether we get to enjoy the long, healthy life we wish for. You might think the secret to living longer is in something grand, like a magic pill or some new medical breakthrough. But let me tell you, from my 80 years of experience, it's the simple things that matter the most. It's the habits you build day by day, year by year, that keep you strong and healthy. The things we don't even think about, like washing our hands, taking care of our skin, or looking after our feet. These are the little routines that over time make a big difference. When I was younger, I didn't think twice about these things. I was too busy working, raising my family, and living life. But now, I've learned that it's these daily habits that keep you going strong. I wish someone had told me when I was younger just how much these small things matter. That's why I'm here, sharing my experience with you. If I can save you from some of the struggles I've had by teaching you what I've learned, then I'm happy to do it. So, if you're someone who's looking to live longer, let me tell you this. It's not always about doing something big and extraordinary. It's about taking care of the basics, the things we all overlook. Keeping your body clean, washing your hands, your feet, your face, and other areas you might not think about too often. These are the little things that, over time, add up. And trust me, when you're older, these habits are what will keep you feeling good and healthy. I've seen it in my own life, and I've seen it in the lives of others around me. It's the small things that make the biggest impact. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. Why should I focus on these small things? Does it really make a difference? Well, let me tell you, it does. In fact, it's these simple habits that shape the way we age and the quality of those years. And that's what I want to share with you today. How small things like washing your hands, your face, and yes, even your feet can have a major impact on your health and your longevity. As we get older, our bodies go through a lot of changes. The immune system becomes weaker, our skin becomes thinner, and our bones don't heal as quickly as they used to. That's why the things we do to care for ourselves become even more important. And it's not just about avoiding sickness either. It's about staying comfortable, feeling good, and staying active for as long as possible. Take washing your hands, for example. It may seem like something so basic, right? You probably do it without even thinking about it. But let me tell you, I didn't realize how important it was until I hit my 70s. When I was younger, I didn't wash my hands as often as I should have. But as I aged, I became more aware of how easily infections could take hold. Germs are everywhere, and with age it takes longer to recover from illnesses. I learned that washing your hands frequently, especially before meals, after touching public surfaces, and after going out, could really reduce the risk of getting sick. And I'm not just talking about colds or the flu. As we get older, even something as simple as a cold can take longer to recover from, and complications can arise. And then there's the face. Now, I know most of us think about our face in terms of looking good, maybe keeping the wrinkles at bay. But over the years, I've come to realize that it's about more than that. Our skin, especially as we age, becomes more sensitive and vulnerable. I started washing my face regularly with a mild soap and warm water, and the difference was remarkable. Not only did my skin feel cleaner, but it also felt fresher and less irritated. Keeping the face clean can help with circulation, keep away infections, and even prevent some of those age-related skin issues that sneak up on you. These are the simple things, my friend. The things that seem like no big deal, but are actually the foundation of good health in your later years. By taking the time to wash your hands, your face, and even your feet regularly, you're protecting yourself from the things that might otherwise slow you down or make you uncomfortable as you age. It's about looking after the basics, those habits that you might not even notice until much later in life. And trust me, they will make all the difference. Let me tell you something. When I was younger, I didn't pay much attention to my feet. I took them for granted, just like most people do. After all, they carried me around for years, through thick and thin. But as I grew older, I began to realize how important my feet really are. You see, as we age, the body doesn't bounce back the way it used to. Little things that we once ignored, like sore feet or tired legs, can turn into much bigger problems if we don't take care of them. There was a time, not too long ago, when I started noticing that my feet were hurting more often. At first, I just brushed it off. It's just part of getting older, I thought, but then the pain became constant, and I found myself limping around more than I should have. That's when I decided to go to the doctor, and he gave me a lesson I'll never forget. Your feet are your foundation, he said. If you don't take care of them, it can affect your whole body. That's when it hit me. Our feet are the foundation of everything. They're the ones that carry us from place to place, that keep us steady on our feet, that allow us to stand tall and move. If you neglect them, you risk problems with your posture, your balance, and even your mobility. As we age, things like circulation can become an issue, and feet problems can become more serious. That's why I started paying closer attention to them, and not just to how they feel, but to how I care for them. One of the first things I did was start washing my feet regularly. I don't just mean a quick rinse. I take the time to soak them, especially at the end of the day when they've been working hard. I use warm water and mild soap, making sure to clean between the toes, because that's where infections tend to start if we're not careful. And when I'm done, I dry them thoroughly because wet feet can lead to fungal infections, something that's all too common in older adults. But washing your feet isn't the only part of the equation. I also started moisturizing them, especially the heels, which tend to get dry and cracked as we age. Applying a good foot cream before bed has made a world of difference in keeping my feet soft and healthy. It helps to prevent cracks that can become painful or even infected. What's more, washing and caring for your feet doesn't just keep them healthy, it can also help with balance and mobility. I've noticed that when I keep my feet clean and in good shape, I'm more comfortable standing and walking for longer periods of time. It gives me the strength I need to stay active and independent. And let me tell you, being able to move around freely as I age is a true blessing. So, my friend, don't overlook your feet. They may seem like something you can forget about, but they play a huge role in how well you age. By washing and moisturizing them regularly, you'll not only prevent infections, but also improve your balance, posture, and overall quality of life. Believe me, taking care of your feet is one of the simplest yet most important things you can do for yourself as you get older. Now, I'll admit, talking about the private areas isn't the easiest thing to do, especially when you've spent most of your life not discussing it openly. But the older I've gotten, the more I've come to realize how vital it is to take care of these parts of our body. And I want to share this with you, because believe me, I've learned the hard way just how important proper hygiene down there is for our comfort, health, and overall well-being. When I was younger, like most people, I didn't think too much about how to care for these areas. It's something many of us don't think to discuss, but it's something we all need to take seriously as we age. Our bodies change as we get older, and this area of the body becomes more sensitive, more prone to discomfort, and unfortunately, more vulnerable to infections. But here's the good news. With just a little extra care, you can prevent a lot of problems. For instance, I started noticing that as I grew older, I was more prone to irritation, dryness, and even minor infections in my private areas. It wasn't anything serious at first, but I didn't want to ignore it. So I started paying more attention to how I was cleaning myself. I realized that the soap I was using in my younger days, especially the harsh stuff, wasn't the best for this sensitive area anymore. I switched to mild, unscented soap and warm water, and started making sure I was extra gentle when washing. The key here is to clean thoroughly, but not too aggressively. Overwashing or using strong chemicals can cause irritation and dry out the skin, leading to discomfort. I've found that using a gentle, unscented soap helps avoid any burning or irritation, and it keeps everything clean without harming the skin. And I'm telling you, comfort is something you start valuing more and more as you get older. But it's not just about the soap. As we age, we often experience changes in our bodily functions, and our skin becomes more delicate. It's important to ensure everything stays dry and clean, because moisture can lead to issues like fungal infections, which are more common in older adults. I make sure to thoroughly dry the area after washing, especially after bathing or showering, because dampness is a breeding ground for infections. And here's another tip. Wearing loose, breathable clothing made from natural fabrics like cotton can make a huge difference in avoiding irritation and keeping things comfortable. Tight clothing or synthetic fabrics trap moisture and heat, which can cause all sorts of problems down there. So, I switched to wearing looser clothing and breathable underwear, and I've noticed a significant improvement in comfort. I know this might feel awkward to talk about, but trust me when I say that paying attention to this area can save you a lot of trouble down the road. Whether it's avoiding infections, keeping the skin soft, or just staying comfortable, these small adjustments can make all the difference. And in the end, comfort and cleanliness go hand in hand when it comes to aging gracefully. So, don't ignore it. Taking care of this part of your body is just as important as anything else. It might seem like a small thing, but it adds up to better health and a more comfortable life as you get older. Now that we've talked about washing your hands, your face, and your feet, I want to say something about the biggest takeaway from all of this. It's not just about keeping your body clean, it's about protecting your quality of life. And that's really the whole point of living longer, isn't it? We don't just want to survive, we want to enjoy those years, to be comfortable, healthy, and independent for as long as possible. All these small habits I've shared with you, they're not just for cleanliness, they're for keeping you strong, active, and able to enjoy your life in your later years. I'll be honest with you, when I was younger, I didn't give much thought to the idea of aging. It was something I thought would happen much later. But now, at 80, I realize that the things we do today set the tone for our future. These habits, like washing your hands, your face, your feet, and those sensitive areas, these are the building blocks of longevity. They're not just about preventing illness, they're about maintaining your comfort and mobility, which are what allow you to keep doing the things you love as you grow older. When I started paying more attention to hygiene in my later years, I noticed something. I felt better. I wasn't getting sick as often. My skin felt smoother and less irritated. I wasn't dealing with the aches and discomforts that used to sneak up on me. It wasn't magic, and it wasn't a miracle. It was simply taking the time to care for myself in ways that I hadn't before. One thing that really hit me is that, as you get older, your body isn't as resilient. A simple cold can last longer and affect you more than it used to. A small foot injury can prevent you from walking comfortably. Even a bit of irritation in sensitive areas can make you miserable. But when you take the time to maintain basic hygiene, you reduce your chances of these things happening. You create a stronger foundation for yourself, and that foundation lets you live the kind of life you want to live. And it's not just about avoiding illness or discomfort, it's about staying independent. As you age, you may find that you need a little more help with things, but keeping up with habits like washing your feet, your face, and your hands can make a huge difference in how well you're able to take care of yourself. It's about maintaining your dignity, your independence, and your ability to get up every morning feeling good about yourself. These habits may seem small, but they add up over time. And when you're 80, like me, you look back and realize those small actions are what allowed you to enjoy so many more years of good health. If you want to live longer, my friend, take care of yourself today. It's the simple things that make the most lasting impact. By now, you've heard me talk about the importance of taking care of your hands, face, feet, and those sensitive areas. And I hope you're starting to see that these habits aren't just small details, they're the foundation for a healthier, longer life. But there's one more thing I want to share with you, something that ties all of this together. The simple truth that the little things we do every day can make a huge difference in how we age and in the quality of our health as we get older. When I was younger, I didn't think much about longevity. I didn't imagine that I'd one day be sitting here, talking to you about how to take care of the basics. I was too busy with life, working, raising a family, doing the usual day-to-day things. But now, with all these years behind me, I see things differently. I see that aging isn't just about the passage of time, it's about how you live during that time. And the truth is, small actions add up over the years. The simple habit of washing your hands regularly can help you avoid sickness. Keeping your face clean can help you avoid skin irritation and infection. Caring for your feet can help prevent the discomfort that comes with age. And paying attention to your body's most sensitive areas can save you from unnecessary pain or infections. I didn't always think these things mattered. When I was younger, I didn't give much thought to how I took care of myself. It wasn't until I got older that I began to realize how much of a difference these small actions make. I remember when I started noticing the little aches and pains, the dry skin, the irritation. At first, I just chalked it up to getting older, But over time, I started to pay more attention. I started taking care of myself in ways I hadn't before, and it made a world of difference. And it's not just about staying clean, it's about feeling good in your own skin. As you age, there's a tendency for some of us to feel less energetic, more sluggish. Sometimes, we just don't feel as sharp or as confident as we used to. But these small habits, washing your hands, taking care of your feet, keeping your face clean, they help you feel better physically, and that makes a big difference mentally too. When you feel clean, when you're taking care of your body, you have more energy, you feel more comfortable, you feel healthier. In the end, it all comes down to this. Taking care of your body isn't just about staying alive, it's about staying healthy enough to enjoy life. And these little actions, washing regularly, maintaining cleanliness in the right areas, they can help you do just that. They're simple, but they have a big impact. The older I get, the more I realize how these small, everyday habits have been the key to a long, healthy, and active life. If you take care of these small things, they'll take care of you, and you'll be able to live those extra years with comfort, confidence, and peace of mind. Now, I hope by now you're starting to understand just how important these little habits are for maintaining a healthy, happy life as we grow older. I've spent 80 years learning and experiencing what works, and I'm here to share all that wisdom with you, because I want to help you live your best life. But here's the thing. Living longer and healthier isn't just about making small changes once in a while. It's about making these habits a part of your daily routine. It's about building a lifestyle that supports your well-being and longevity, and that's something I want to help you with every step of the way. That's why I'm so glad you're here, watching this video. Because it means you're taking your health seriously, and you're looking for ways to improve it. And let me tell you, it's never too late to start. Even if you're already in your 60s, 70s, or beyond, you can still make simple changes that will have a lasting, positive impact on your health. But to truly see the benefits, you need to keep at it, day after day, month after month. And that's where staying informed and motivated becomes so important. That's where Elderly Hacks comes in. This is your go-to resource for all the tips, tricks, and hacks to help you age gracefully and healthily. Each video is packed with practical advice, backed by real experience that can help you navigate the challenges of aging while feeling your absolute best. Whether it's learning new ways to care for your body, discovering tips to stay active, or even understanding how to manage the emotional aspects of getting older, Elderly Hacks has got you covered. And the best part? You don't have to do it alone. By subscribing to Elderly Hacks, you'll become part of a community of people just like you, people who are determined to live long, fulfilling lives. You'll be getting expert advice, tips from people who have walked the same path, and practical solutions that you can easily incorporate into your daily routine. But the journey doesn't stop here. This channel is not a one-time fix. It's about staying engaged and continuously learning. That's why I encourage you to subscribe and tune in regularly. The more you watch, the more you'll learn. And trust me, the more you learn, the better you'll feel. There's always something new to discover when it comes to aging, and Elderly Hacks is committed to helping you every step of the way. So, go ahead, click that subscribe button, and join the Elderly Hacks family. Don't wait for tomorrow to start making a difference in your life. The best time to start living better, healthier, and more comfortably is now. And if you're committed to making those small changes and staying consistent, you'll find that they add up to a huge improvement in your quality of life. Keep watching, keep learning, and together, we'll make those golden years the best they can be.